Hi everybody, this is Alyssa with the Listen Up series that I'm trying to run through September. I did just want to bring up another main point of healthy eating and healthy living in general, and that's our macronutrients. That's our protein, fat, and carbohydrates. One thing I hear often as a health coach is people who cut out carbs to lose weight. Now, unfortunately, if you've noticed, everybody who does cut out those carbohydrates or go on diets such as the Atkins or the South Beach diet, they always put the weight back on. And the reason is our body needs all three of these macronutrients to survive. So protein, carbohydrates, and fat, while they're all equally important to our regular everyday life, they all have a different level of where they need to fall for each stage of our life. So just so you know, a child who is from age 1 to 3 actually needs to have 45 to 65% of their diet as carbohydrates. Protein needs to be about 20%, and then fat needs to be between 30 and 40%. That's what we need to grow. That's what that 1 to 3-year-old needs to be able to get through the day comfortably. So when we move on to the next stage, which is children that are age 4 to 18, you're going to see that their carbohydrate level stays the same. It's 45 to 65% of our diet, but our protein needs to go up to 30%. So we went from 1 to 3, up to 30%. From children from 4 to 18. And obviously we're growing, we need that protein to go to our muscles. But one thing that is going to change too is our fat. We don't want to have any more than 35% fat in our diet. So these are just numbers that you want to try to aim for. Nobody's going to be perfect, and we're all going to have those days that are better than others. That's all right. But as adults, we know it's a lot harder to lose weight because our metabolism starts to slow down, our lifestyles get a little bit busier, and we're no longer in 3 or 4 sports in a season. So the one thing that I really want to stress with adults is please do not cut out carbohydrates. You still need that same 45 to 65% of carbohydrates in your diet that you needed when you were 1 year old. So when we're cutting those carbohydrates out and we no longer are eating them, then we're missing out on a lot of areas that's going to help us not just lose weight, but maintain the weight loss. And that's the biggest goal when we're trying to lose weight, right? So that brings us to our protein. Adults need to have 10 to 35% protein. And of course, we need to have 20 to 35% fat in our diet. So any key points that you can take away from this are our carbohydrates never changed from the day we were 1 to the day that we're 30 to the day that we're 40 to the day that we're 50. You know, those are all things that we are going to need in order to continue to live healthy lives. So it's always about balance. It's always about moderation, but it's making sure you're getting enough too. So those are your successful tips for weight loss and successful tips for a healthy day. If you have any questions, you can email me at workoutwithalyssa@gmail.com, and stay tuned for the next Listen Up series. Thank you.